Hello, you lovely chucklefucks. It's your boy, Dark Raikou here with What If Issei Had Ate 3 Devil Fruits, Part 4? I think so. Wait, yes, Part 4. Also, it seems that you lovely fucking people love to actually watch this video. Also, before I go on, if you guys want to read, what's it called, What If Issei was betrayed by the factions, because I am continuing to actually do it on the fucking webpad. What? Pad. Yeah. If you guys want to read the chapters, I am kind of just posting it there and just say fuck it, so you guys can read it if you wanna. I am not good at scripting, so don't fucking complain to me, okay? So if you I already have like 2 chapters out, like mostly two, like part 1 and part 2, or part 0, part 1 and part 2, but yeah. Not the point. I also have the bio so you can actually read on what exactly he's going to have. I will update later, but for right now, there. But yeah, I am kind of continuing to kind of like mostly upload it there. Is the reason why I'm just uploading there and just say screw it is one day when I actually get to watch actually fully bleach and not just start just watching videos about the explainment ability, I might just change it, and yeah, maybe. But yeah, I'm just going to put it there as like a test subject, whatever bullcrap you can whatever. Pretty much, it's just called. Let me ask you. So this is mostly what it's called. It's called Issei Betrayed by Factions. Description, yada yada. And yeah, I already have like 3 chapters, so mostly part 0, part 1, and part 2. But yeah. Now, would I ever read my own fucking mostly fanfic throughout the video? Maybe. Maybe one day I'll just like, when I actually hit, I don't know how many chapters I might do. So one day I might just go on and just read it, but yeah. I'm not gonna go read other people's fanfics because I don't give a damn. I'm not that type of YouTube channel. And mostly that's my fanfic, but yeah, you get the point. Not the point. Let me begin into the what if. Let me shut the fuck up and let me begin into this what if. Also, I was eating a burger a while ago and I just didn't feel like eating it no more, so yeah. So let me begin into this what if. Let me shut the fuck up and yeah. Now, we go into Issei. Issei is getting to class, or mostly getting to school. This time he's not using an ice clone. It's been over 2 weeks since he keeps using an ice clone, but yeah. He has not learned that much shit at all from school. Mostly his ice clone is like, think of it as like a normal element clone from Naruto, where they don't actually get any information. They don't transmit any information unless it was a shadow clone, a Kage Bunshin. Those, mostly Kage Bunshins are those who transfer knowledge, but mostly element clones don't. So mostly Issei's element clones, being the ice clones, will not transfer any knowledge to him. So yeah. But mostly it's been 2 weeks since him kind of going monster hunting with the others. Now, of course, the others are always cool to kind of hang around with, and much better than his actual friends. So yeah. When he gets to school, he is kind of bored out of his fucking mind. The whole day, he's been fucking bored out of his mind. Now, of course, this is where every time he feels like he's being followed or watched, he uses a bit of Conqueror's Hawk and just knock out the Nekomaru, or even Tasabaka. Mostly someone from the council room, a girl with bluish hair, who kind of looks male, but mostly she's a female. Now, of course, Issei just used a bit of Conqueror's Hawk and just knocked them out. He has actually quite a good grasp on Conqueror's Hawking, and also quite a good grasp on Armament Hawking. A better grasp on Armament Hawking than Conqueror's Hawking, but yeah. But nonetheless, he uses a bit of it just to knock people out. Just people that he doesn't like and he doesn't want to throw the first punch. But yeah. But mostly, Issei just doesn't want to be followed by the devils. Now, we go into Issei eating lunch outside under a tree and seeing mostly his 2 friends peeping on the girls of the Kendo class. And of course, this is where, well, they're running away right now from the Kendo class, and this is where, well, they say, run away! And this is where the Kendo class is actually chasing, well, mostly both of Issei's perverted friends. Well, Issei is just sitting there, eating his sandwich, drinking mostly some, I'm gonna just say he's drinking Coke, and he's just kind of looking and watching at mostly the fun festival of his 2 friends being chased the fuck down by mostly kendo sticks, or mostly kendo wooden swords, and he's just chilling. He just doesn't care. Whatever happened to his friends, he doesn't care. This is where, well, while both of them are getting chased, this is where he says, should I go down and help them? Nah, who gives a damn? This is where, well, mostly someone was actually watching Issei from a faraway place, mostly being in a, what's it called? Well, not classroom, what was it called? The ORC, yes, the old school building. This is where, well, Issei noticed it's Ria's kind of like keeping an eye on Issei, which Issei just really wanted to use a bit of conquer talk and just knock her out. But of course didn't do it because it would have looked suspicious. He's the only one in mostly the district to actually see her. But he just used a bit of opposition talking to see where she's actually looking at. Now Issei's under the tree, so of course he moves to the other side of the tree so she can stop looking at him. So yeah, this is where Issei knows that devils don't have mostly heat vision or X-ray vision. And that's a thanks goodness because he's rather not need to deal with devils. But yeah, Issei keeps eating and drinking while just looking at the peaceful nature. Now this is where someone actually walks behind him. Now it's none other than the what's it called new student of the school, being a fallen angel. Now the fallen angel is Rainer, mostly Rainer and Shima. Now Rainer wanted to kind of keep an eye on Issei, but mostly keeping an eye on Issei is a little bit difficult. Every time she tries to follow the ice clone of Issei, it dissipates. Yeah, it's hard to observe him. So she decides to come up with a very brilliant plan to actually just become friends with him. Now, when Issei noticed what's it called Rainer actually coming close to him, he decides to get up and walk away. Now, of course, Rainer tries to actually ask Issei to stop, but Issei just completely walks into the forest and disappears in an instant when Rainer decides to chase after him. This is where she doesn't even know where Issei went, and this is where she's right now in angry rage and annoyment. Of course, this is where Issei says, "Goddamn fallen, it's annoying as hell. Whatever. Time to get out of here." He makes an ice clone and tell it to just go do whatever, while he goes off monster hunting with mostly his new companions, mostly new friends. That being, well, mostly his new friends contain of the lightning user, or mostly the lightning double user, named Killua. Now, of course, Killua, his last name is Killua's Zodic. Of course, where other than that, that's mostly the leader of the group, Killua. He has both all three Hawkins, being Conquerors, Armament, and even Opposition. He also has a lightning double fruit called the Rumble Rumble no Mi. Mostly it's called the Goro Goro no Mi, but yeah, this is where, well, he also is kind of 16, being younger than Issei, and goes to a different school than mostly the academy that Issei goes to, but yeah. Now, there's other people, mostly someone named Nico Robin, who actually has the devil fruit called Hama no Mi, being the hands one, mostly it's a permission devil fruit. Now, of course, she has kind of dark skin and blue kind of eyes, with black hair, blackish long hair, but yeah. Now, the other two are, or mostly two other people, mostly that he found out their names. Mostly one is named Hanzo. Yeah, wait. His name is Hano, and of course, Hano is someone who has a devil fruit of mostly a fire logia devil fruit. Or, yeah, fire logia devil fruit that mostly allows him to burn things. But yeah, so, yeah. Now, of course, the Hawkins that he has is Armament and a bit of Conquer. He doesn't have any opposition. Now, there's another person who is named, well, his name is Tetsu because of mostly the fact that he has a devil fruit that not Tetsu. His name is, it is Tetsu, and of course his devil fruit is the steampunk one. The one that is the magnet of me. Being able to use what's called metal and other stuff, but yeah. Now, of course, the last person is a female who is pretty much just doesn't seem to really want to talk. She's able to use kind of shadow manipulation somewhat. Now, of course, she has a devil fruit called the Shadow no Mi, but of course, Issei just realized it's kind of like a devil fruit of Logia. Or, mostly, it's like it's not really a Logia, it's somewhat of a Logia mixed with a permission type devil fruit, but yeah. And the reason why I say this is because she can use somewhat the Logia's kind of mostly being able to phase through attacks, but also be able to create stuff with the permission one. But yeah, it's not a Zoan, but mostly just those two mixed together. Does it work well? She has kind of purplish eyes, and of course, where she always has dark black kind of ravens, kind of hair. But yeah, or it's not purplish eyes, kind of like reddish eyes. But yeah, her name is Raven, if Issei can remember right. Now, of course, he's not guessing it's pretty much its own type because he has not really heard what type of what devilfruit it is. Now, of course, he doesn't really care, but he does talk to the girl just a couple times, but she seems to not really want to talk to him that much. Issei just sighs most of the time, but yeah. Now, of course, we go into Issei just going devil hunting again, or mostly just stray / monster hunting. Doesn't care. He's right now killing some couple monsters that are right now rushing towards him. Issei puts his hand out and says, "Ice Age." This is where all of them are gone in an instant. Right now, turn to ice, and Issei just knocks them out by just destroying them with kicks, mostly axe kicks and punches. Issei says, "Pathetic." Well, time for others. Now, before he even goes on to kind of find more monsters, he hears kind of a slaughter festival. Now, what he means about slaughter festival is when he gets to the location of mostly a massacre happening, it's Raven right now using some shadow soldiers to actually appear right in front of her to kill mostly the enemies. Now, when Issei notices, he is kind of just seeing how Raven actually makes shadow weapons from mostly her shadow, destroying the devils, or mostly not devils, destroying the stray / monsters. Now, Issei's quite interesting. Now, of course, he keeps looking and seeing how this works, her double fruit works entirely. But this is where, well, she decides to suddenly stop. And this is where she turns to the direction of Issei. Issei says, "Oops, sorry for kind of intervening to see your battle. I only came here just because I thought there would just be free monsters to kill." This is where Issei said, and Issei was about to walk away until Raven says, "Wait, stop. You didn't see anything, did you?" Issei says, "I've only been here for at least like 5 seconds entirely." This is where, well, she nodded slowly and dumbly. Now, of course, she started walking faster towards Issei. Now, Issei didn't understand why, but felt like he needed to jump away. Now, he jumped away from Raven in an instant because mostly darkness or shadow spikes actually appeared from her kind of underneath her. And of course, they weren't just spikes, but tentacles also trying to grab Issei. Issei jumped out of the way instantly. This is where, well, he made ice spikes appear, or mostly ice platform appear underneath him in an instant. Right now, it's making sure that he has the high ground, while Raven kind of glares at him for a second before kind of just doing something crazy that wasn't expecting. She right now transforms into mostly her shadows right now goes around her body, transforming her into that of similar to that of a crow, or mostly a raven entirely. Yes, like one of those raven birds. Now rushing towards Issei in an instant, trying to claw at him. Issei widened his eyes and jumped out of the way. Now this is where Issei didn't need to hesitate. Now, of course, even though he has been shown off to have an Ice Logia devilfruit, he hasn't shown off to actually have the other types of devilfruits. Now, he does know that he has a Phoenix type devilfruit because he actually managed to get into a hybrid stance version, and maybe even the full stance, but still hybrid. Doesn't work well. He also has what's it called, the Barrow no Mi, and he hasn't actually used that. He's only been using the Ice devilfruit. This is where, well, he gets annoyed at how Raven keeps attacking him, which he then transforms into a bluish phoenix in an instant, right now kind of using the same phoenix to just grab her in an instant, stopping her in an instant from actually keep attacking him. This is where her eyes widen when she gets out of the transformation. Issei is right now in a hybrid version. This is where he says, "Hey, can you stop? It's annoying me." This is where Issei said with such an annoyed kind of tone. This is where, well, Raven said, I thought you only had an ice devilfruit." Issei says, "I do have an ice devilfruit. I also have maybe other types of devilfruits that I didn't really mention. I should stop keeping secrets, should I? But that's not the point. You should also stop keeping secrets," Issei said with such an annoyed tone. This is where, well, Raven looks down and says, "I thought you saw this form, but you seem surprised every time I attacked you. I thought you noticed when I was using it during the battle." Issei sighs and says, "I only seen you for 5 seconds. I only heard a massacre and a scream of yell. I thought there was kind of people here being killed by the strays. So that's why I came over here. I only saw you using shadow manipulation of soldiers, creation, or also the fact that you can make swords. I didn't even see that form. What is it? Is it a Zoan? A mythical Zoan, isn't it? This is where she nodded dumbly. Well, kind of slowly, but yeah. Issei sighs and says, so annoying. So I saw your form and then you saw my form. I guess this is even. Don't tell anyone this, okay? This is where she looks up surprised at seeing Issei's stern face until he softened up and just says, well, other than that, I'll be going then. This is where Issei let go of her and started walking away, right now getting out of his higher form and just going back into normal human stance. This is where, well, she had kind of a small little tint of blush in her face, while kind of looking away and deciding to just go and kill the leftover strays and devils that are in this place. Or mostly leftover stray devils or just monsters. Now, we go into Issei kind of getting home, and this is where, well, his parents ask him and where happy he has been. Issei said that he has been with Murahama Masui and their stupid antics most of the time, but yeah. Now, of course, where both of his family says that it's probably better idea to get you out of that school. Mostly his mother kind of questioned. That's where Issei says, wait, what? That's where his father says, Issei here, Issei. It seems that my job decides to move, and I'm thinking that mostly I'm going to have to move also. So I'm wanting to, well, mostly my job will be in Tokyo, and it seems that since I'm going to Tokyo for my job, I actually want you guys to be closer to me than me going towards Tokyo, back to Kuo and other things. So we're thinking of moving. Issei says, moving? That's what Issei thinks about it. Issei then thinks about it more. He thinks this is such a good opportunity to leave this shitty place. Issei says, I have no problem with it. This is where, well, both of his parents seems kind of surprised, but thinking maybe it's just a shock kind of state that he's in. So of course, this is where they let Issei know, saying, if you have any worries about it, just know this, that everything will be okay, Issei. Yes, sir. Issei says, yeah, everything definitely be okay. No more devil problem, no more nothing. I can still probably contact Kilo and the others, but for right now, I don't need to deal with Murahama, Masu, or anyone else's stupid antics. Yeah, Issei thinks in his head. This is where Issei says, do I need to get the papers from Sona to sign it so I can move? This is where, well, they say, probably, yeah. This is where Issei says, don't worry, I'll go get the papers real soon. But we go into Issei kind of calling someone named, well, mostly Killua in his phone. This is where, well, he calls Killua and Killua says, yeah, hello? He says, hey, Killua, so how do I get out of the school if I want to leave? Why are you calling me? Actually, better question. Why you want to leave school, the academy, that weird kind of academy, with all a bunch of creatures and other shit? Well, you see here, my parents are thinking to move to Tokyo, and I just want to get out of school and not get in trouble by the devils trying to keep me there. Well, if you don't have a sacred gear, they probably won't be able to keep you. They probably just want to get you out of there. That's where Issei nods and says, okay. Well, I might need to do some illegal shit to kind of get myself out of there because they probably have a close eye on me. Mostly the red hair keep looking at me. And you probably do have a sacred gear. I don't really know what sacred gear you have, but I don't care. So, I'll help you then. Since my, what's it called? This is where Killer says. Since my uncle is somewhat a part of the, somewhat part of the law force, he can probably help us. That's where Issei smiles and says, good. Now, of course, we go into Issei the next day going towards Sona's office. Now, of course, when Issei gets to Sona's office, he kind of sits down, waiting for Sona. Because mostly that's what Sabaki said, that she will be there in a minute. But of course, Issei's just waiting, wondering when Sona would show up. When she was just like, when they popped out of her head, popped out and kind of just says, you can, what do you want, Issei, or something? Or how I do. Wait. This is where, well, we go into Issei, kind of just waiting there for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, And just realized that mostly he probably missed class, but whatever. Doesn't work well. Someone comes in, it's none other than Sanji, and Sanji's confused with why Issei's in the office. This is where Sanji says, "What do you want, Haidu?" Issei says, "Oh, Sanji," Issei said with such a happy tone, even though he's trying to hide it. But this is where Sanji says, "Do you need something?" "Yes. Do you have the permission and power to kind of be able to kick someone out of the school, or mostly not kick them out, but mostly get them out of the school, like move them to another school?" Kinda. Why? Good. Okay. Sign this paper. This is where, well, Sanji says, not, oh, wait, what is it? Sanji reads and says, oh, you're being transferred to another school, okay. Kind of. I mostly have the permission that I can't sign papers where I have to transfer someone into another school. I don't have that permission just yet. The only person that will be able to sign this paper would be Sabaki or Sona. I see. So where's Sona right now? Sona's right now dealing with what's it called, the kendo class, the swimming class. Well, yeah, swimming club class, softball class, and other classes because we're two perverted friends. Issei right now falls down and says, "Fucking idiot! I need to get this paper signed. I need to get out of here to school." This is where, well, Sanji sweatshirts and mostly Issei's antics are falling down. Issei says, "So can I just like sit here and wait?" "Sure. Don't do anything stupid. And don't try to lie and say that you went to kind of whatever." Issei says, "Nah, don't worry. I'll just sit here." Sanji just swept off at Issei's antics while kind of just getting something from mostly the office, getting some papers, and kind of going back outside to go where Sona's locations are at. We go into Sona's POV, and right now she's dealing with like 12, or not even 12, mostly like 4 different clubs, female clubs, dealing with the two perverted antics idiots. Now, of course, both Matsui and Murahama say, "Shit, we're so screwed." Sona gets, well, mostly you see Sanji, and Sanji has some papers. This is where, well, Sona's right now starts writing and going this and that. This is where, well, she then kind of like signs the paper right now, thinking of kicking out mostly Matsui and Murahama, but then decided to go against it, and instead suspending both of them for about 2 months. This is where, well, both of their faces became just pale in an instant, realizing that they're suspended. This is where, well, they're asked for their leader, mostly Issei, to come save them, but Issei is nowhere to be found, so of course most of the girls from each of the clubs kind of just smile, grinning, saying, "Well, goodbye, suckers." Well, mostly it's not 2 months, but actually 3 months, but yeah. Now, of course, the different clubs of the girls decide to question for Issei's suspendment also. Now, of course, Sona says that he hasn't really has been doing anything, so of course, well, Sona decides to just say that mostly she will talk to him and see if whatever. That's where, well, the girl says, "Phew, we won't need to deal with the 3 perverted people. Mostly the trio of perverts, or mostly just one of them." This is where, well, the girls just sighs and just walk away, but yeah. Now, when Sona gets to her office, she sees Issei right now just playing chess by himself. Literally by himself. When Issei noticed, when he was using opposition knocking, he noticed that Sona was actually coming towards the classroom. This is where Issei had to melt the ice clone in an instant, right now dispelling it and right now sitting back normal. Issei said, "Huh?" He then sees the door open, and this is where Sona says, What are you doing here, Haidu? Did you just get in trouble for something stupid?" Issei says, "Oh, no. I just came here to see if you wanted to play chess." This is where, well, Sona sees Issei's kind of glee smile, which you kind of know her eyes and decides to say, "And what exactly do you want to do?" It's just where Issei says, "If I win, I want you to sign some papers for some stuff." "Yeah," Issei said, trying to make sure to be low-key about it, so Sona doesn't get suspicious, and so she doesn't need to go her double instincts to try to keep him here. Now, of course, well, Sona says, "And what if you lose?" "Well, you can ask me anything, or you can suspend me, whatever." "Okay." That's where Sona know her eyes, but whatever. Issei doesn't even care if he gets suspended. Truly, he doesn't give a damn. Because, yes, his parents are going to take a little bit too long to get the papers to be signed, so if he does it first, he will be able to stay at the house for a couple of days before they just move away. But yeah, that's where, well, a couple of months, but yeah, before they move. Now, this is where, well, Issei is kind of playing chess with Sona. Of course, it takes about kind of like 2 hours later. This is where Sona actually lost in an instant. Sona just looks at Issei with just widened eyes. Right now, surprised also, and a little tint of blush, but Issei didn't understand why. But Issei didn't care. Issei said, "So, Sona, I want you to sign these papers. Don't question what they are. You just have to sign them, and see you never, okay?" This is where, well, Sona seems confused, but this is where Issei gives her the papers. Sona reads it kind of quick enough, so it doesn't look like mostly she read it too fast. But mostly from the understanding of what these papers are, they're signing papers for Issei to actually be transferred to another school entirely, and that being in Tokyo. This is where, well, she widened her eyes in an instant and Issei catch on to this. Issei said, "Sona, he signed the papers." Issei said with such a frightened and annoyed tone at the same time. Now, of course, Sona looks at him, glances at him once, and just kind of grabs the pencil and shaking, trying to. Really, she doesn't want to sign him off because mostly Rias has been keeping an eye on Issei because Rias thinks that he has a sacred key here. But at the same time, Issei has beat her in chess, and mostly the rewards was mostly that she had to sign the paper. This is where Sona doesn't understand what to do. Should she abide by the laws of the humans, or should she try to help her friend, her demonic friend? Now, of course, she doesn't know what to do. She's slowly signing the papers, and Issei's grinning like a madman seeing this. Yes, yes, do it. Faster, faster, please. I know you've read those damn papers, but you still gotta fly for the human logic. This is where Issei thinks in his head. Do it, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. This is where mostly Sona almost finished all the written down papers until the door opens, and this is where, well, what actually appears was a red-haired beauty with kind of bluish green eyes. This is where, well, behind her was a kind of raven, kind of blackish-haired girl with kind of magenta eyes. This is where, well, right now, this red-haired girl says, "Sona, I need to, I see that you're busy." This is where, well, mostly someone behind her says, "Ara, ara. If it isn't my little, what's it called, my kohai, what's it called, Issei-san. Ara, ara." This is where, or she say, Issei-kun. Issei looks at them, nor his eyes, doesn't care. This is where looks back at Sona. Sona says, "Yes, I am kind of busy, Arias, but do you need something?" This is where, well, Issei noticed that she's trying to buy time and trying to warn the devil of the red hair. Issei says, "Rias, can you please, not Rias, Sona, can you please just sign the paper really fast? Don't worry, you just have to sign it so I can leave. It won't take you that long, right?" Sona says, "Yeah, I..." This is where Issei kind of narrowed his eyes, and this is where, well, he wished he had some kind of mind controlling, what's it called, or just mind controlling or whatever, to control Sona to write finding the final signature so he can leave from the school and be gone from this damn place. These damn devils, fallen angels, and whatever bullcrap is in this school left. Now, of course, well, Sona says, "Sure." Well, this is where Ryu says, "Yeah, just sign whatever Hiro needs because I need to talk to you importantly." This is where, well, Sona sighs and says, "Fine." This is where Sona writes the last bit of, well, mostly her signature on the papers and sees all of them being finished. And he texts him and says, "Thank you, Sona, san. Now, if you don't mind me, I'm gonna get prepared to leave this school. But other than that, bye." This is where Issei runs out from the office right now past, what's it called, Akano and Rias. Doesn't even take give them a glance. Right now it has an evilish smile and running like hell. Whee! This is where, well, Issei is so happy. He no longer needs to deal with this fucking school and the stupid fucking rules. But yeah. Now, of course, this is where, well, he's running. And this is where, before he keeps running, he did put on some music and earbuds. So yeah. So the song he's hearing is called Chance by Netflix, but yeah. But he's hearing that song while running down the hallways, and of course where, well, mostly Sonji is talking to, well, we go to a POV of a blonde-haired dude kind of talking with mostly, holy shit, I did not notice that it was a spider. That's a big-ass motherfucker. Holy damn. Wait, let me kill him. Yeah, okay, I finally killed the spider. It was a big ass spider. It was like fucking at least like 1 inch or something. Or not 1 inch, 1 feet or not 1 feet. Yeah, whatever. It was a couple of fucking. It was just a big ass spider. I don't know how to measure it. Whatever, I don't even want to measure it. I hate spiders. But that's not the point. Mostly Issei, or not Issei, mostly we go into a POV of Sanji. Now he's with some girls around him. Now of course, Sanji knows that some of them are fallen, some of them are exorcists, and just some of them are somewhat angels, and some of them are just other species. Now he isn't trying to kind of alert them from anything dangerous. Now of course, Sanji is also with some of the other council girls from the council club or whatever. Now of course, Kiba's also there, being another pretty boy. And of course, you're wondering why these kind of supernatural girls wanted to even talk to them. Now, of course, 3 of them, or kind of 4 of them, are supposed to be humans. Well, not the exorcists, but they're kind of also a part of the supernatural. But of course, they're actually wanting to talk to Sona and even Reese. Now, of course, mostly they hear running down the hallway, and this is where Sanji turns a corner, sees Issei, and Issei says, "I'm free, motherfuckers! Free!" This is where Issei is right now, kind of, he's not really kind of screaming free. He calls, he still hears music, but of course he calls from another phone, because he has another black phone, and he just kind of waiting until this motherfucker can actually answer, which is Killua, and Killua says, "Huh? What is happening?" "I'm free! I'm so fucking free! Get them fucking papers ready, because I'm going to another school!" This is where Issei keeps running. Of course, where Sanji kind of tries to call out for Issei to stop running, but this is where mostly he hears, "I'm free! Get someone else to fucking get the documents for the papers!" And that's all he heard, and this is where, he then is confused, but he remembers mostly Issei saying something about that he wants papers to be signed because he needs to leave to another school. Now, of course, he's confused why Issei said that he's free, like if he was entrapped in the school. Now, of course, when Kiba hears this, because he also has double hearing, some of the other supernatural girls kind of hear it, and council girls, also Koneko is there, and this is where she's confused, because yes, she had to keep an eye on Issei for sacred gear, which now that she hears that he's free, meaning that T has gotten papers to sign to transfer to another school, making it might be more impossible to actually keep an eye on him. Because it was already impossible from the fact that he literally vanished in thin air every time Koneko tried to find him for 2 weeks. Yeah, it was tough as hell. His magic signature is never there on his body. And every time he leaves school, he dissipates into air like if he was made out of fucking ice in the first place. Which makes her more confused and what the fuck happened to him. But Issei is right now running the hallway saying, "I'm free! Get them fucking papers! Get those fucking documents ready! Because I'm gonna be fucking free! Yeah!" That's where, Issei, he was trying to get towards mostly the exit. Now, of course, he slides down, and this is where, he doesn't care. He used a bit of ice to just slide a little bit faster. And, of course, decides to run straight towards the exit. Now, of course, he noticed 2 people kind of walking in. Mostly these 2 people are, kind of a part of mostly the Candle Club, being that of being, what's it called? Well, not 2 people of the, but yeah, 2 people of the Candle Club, being that of Moriyama and Catherine. They kind of open the door, and before they even walk in, they see Issei running through the door. Now, of course, Issei was about to almost get hit by them, but he managed to squeeze through and kind of go, past them and through the middle. And of course, this is where Issei almost fell down on the ground, but he managed to roll down and starts kind of running and saying, "Sorry about that, bye!" This is where Issei realized that he almost left the phone and kind of ran back for the black phone, grabbed that shit, and right now it keeps calling and saying, "Get them document papers ready, because I'm going to be over there in the fucking place and I need to be gone." This is where, Issei's singing while he's kind of Killua says, yeah, I'm going to hang up, shut the fuck up. Goddamn, you're annoying me. He says, yeah, I'll be over there. Make sure, I need to get out of here. No, we go into everyone's POV kind of confused. Kinda, because all they hear is freedom. No, they're confused, but whatever. Now, we go into a POV of Issei meeting with Killua, but we go into a POV of the supernatural in Gakuo. This is where, Sona just kind of saw mostly everyone's confused look, and why Issei was just saying freedom. This is where, Sona said that she lost in the game of chess, by Issei, and he kind of has some little requests after kind of beating Sona in the chess game, which he had to just sign some papers, which he made some documents of him being, well, managed to get out of the school. Yes, that means that he no longer goes to the school, because after signing the documents, yes, he doesn't go to the school. Meaning that he still does go to the school, unless he already got a team force of people to document that he no longer goes to the school, and they would just expunge the whole identity of him going to the school in the first place. If that's the case, then there would be no freaking records of him going to the school in the first place. Which he doesn't really expect Issei to do that. Until mostly Sanjay Kiba kind of suggested that Issei was talking to someone on the phone, saying get some, well, mostly people of like the law and other things by someone, blah blah blah. So then switch off and says, never mind, he does. This is where Ryuzen screams saying, wait, he's the one with the sacred gear. Meaning, no, I'm trying to get out of Rice's marriage, and he's right now just trying to run away from the school. This is where she looks at Koneko, and Koneko says, I don't know where he's at. This is where, well, Ryuzen is swearing and saying, no, I gotta get out of the marriage with Riser. No. This is where, well, mostly she then glances at mostly Rainer and saying, weren't you supposed to kill him? This is where, well, Rainer says, yeah, kind of. It was a false mistake on my part. It was actually supposed to observe him and not kill him. Wait, were you trying to reincarnate him? This is where, well, Rhea says, no. This is where, well, Rainer says, okay, wow. Trying to basically use me as a guilty fault to actually reincarnate him. That's a great fucking person you are. This is where Rhea glares at the fallen angel, and this is where Rainer doesn't care. Now, of course, she's actually surprised to see Issei really being free out here. Now, if he had a freaking sacred gear, well, there goes that. Now, wait. So, of course, when Issei is now supposedly free from the school and the law and other stuff, Issei's daughter just spending a day of being free from the school. Now, of course, he gave the document papers to his parents, which his parents were surprised that Issei took responsibility and decided to leave the school pretty fast, which they weren't expecting to believe that Issei would leave the school super fast. Getting everything ready, documents ready, getting them for them, so whatever school that they pick in an instant, whatever, doesn't really care what school they go, well, make him go to. It could be a goddamn crappy school for all he cares. He doesn't give a damn. He does not give two fucks, because the school mostly, well, not the school that he actually wants to go. He's actually thinking of joining the military when he's older, so that's why he doesn't care whatever school that they choose him, because he's just going to join the military. He's thinking of joining the military. Killer mentioned something about that, and since the military has a bunch of branches and a bunch of opportunities and other shit, one time he explained towards Issei and maybe the others, he just kind of explained that. Now, of course, the military seems to actually know about the existence of devilfruits, so yeah. Now, of course, Issei, he's thinking of going to the military now that he questions him more. Because, why not? He gets paid, he will know more, he gets trained, he blah blah blah. So yeah. So it's a good opportunity. And besides, he would just go see the ocean and other stuff. Which military he's going to join. He's mostly going to join the Marines. But yeah, because he wants to see basically just a bunch of places. On the sea, doesn't really matter. Now, of course, he's mostly he's in his house right now, kind of relaxing. This is where he hears ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Now, of course, he knows his parents, mostly his mother, is out kind of doing something with kind of her friends. While, Goro is right now kind of dealing with his job and other things and kind of getting a confirmed kind of statement and where he's actually going to be working in Tokyo. But yeah, or confirm where he's, yeah, you get the point. Issei keeps hearing ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Issei is kind of trying to ignore it. Hearing music. The song he's hearing right now is called. So the song he's hearing is called Immortal. And of course, I don't know. Yeah, you get the point. So he's hearing Immortal by Netflix, and of course, this is where he's wearing headphones. Now he's wearing blue headphones, and he's going downstairs because he's quite the fuck annoyed. Now, of course, he skips to another song, and that is called Play by Netflix. And of course, this is where, So the song he's kind of hearing is called Play by Netflix. So yeah, this is where he just kind of opens the door and says, I got so many bars, call it kamikaze, but yeah. No, I'm just kidding, guys, but mostly, yeah, he's hearing that song, and of course, he's kind of rapping by the song, but yeah. He opens the door, and he sees none other than Sona Sifri, Reyes Grammary, and their queens, with also kind of their knights. This is where, well, or mostly, not really, knights. Mostly Reyes is not there, but mostly Sona's there. With Sabaki and Sanji. Now, of course, Issei sees it, and says one thing and only. He kind of turns off his headphones music, kind of puts it down, or not really puts it down. He kind of just pauses for a second. He gets his phone, pause it, and this is where it says, "May I help you? Also, I'm not interested in any door-to-door salesman. So goodbye." Issei closes the door, and of course, where Sona rings the doorbell again. Issei opens it and says, "Sorry, but I'm already telling you, I'm not into any door-to-door salesman. Like, you can go down my neighbor's house. I think they'll be more interested in that shit." So, Issei was about to close the door until Sona kind of just stops it with her foot. And this is where Issei says, "Miss, this is an intrusive, he says, this is an intrusive evasion, so I need you to get out of my freaking, mostly home, my land." This is where, well, not Reyes, Sona sighs and says, "Issei Haidu." This is where, or mostly Haidu Issei. Issei said, yes. This is where, well, Sona says, "Are you, okay, tell me one thing. Are you a part of the supernatural?" Issei says, "What the hell is the supernatural? Never heard of it. Now, if you don't mind me, I'm not trying, if you're going to try to sell me about the supernatural, what's it called, TV show of America, saying something about selling that, I don't want it. I don't really care about that show. If you're going to show me something else, then no, I'm not interested. Now, if you don't mind me, get your foot out of my doorstep. I'm trying to close it." This is where Sona swatch outside mostly Issei's antics. Or mostly supposedly antics, or mostly whatever. This is where, well, Reyes, or not Reyes, Sona kind of just glances at Issei, and Issei says, "Now, can I close my door? No? Goddamn. Okay, fine. What exactly do you want?" Sona sighs and says that mostly she wants Issei to go to the ORC, the old school building, mostly of the Cult Research Club. So this is where, well, Sona questioned for Issei to kind of go to the ORC. Now, before I go on, I did have to pause it for a while because my sibling came here and just had to fight the toilet. But yeah, if you understand what I mean about fight the toilet, I mean like literally, if you know what I mean. But not the point. So of course, I kind of forgot why I kind of left it off. I was literally watching a video of a man, well, cosplaying as Dio and kind of saying 2, 3, buckle my shoe, whatever. And yeah, funny shit, bro. I freaking see what the hell. Sorry, I forgot. No, I'm rambling on right now. Fuck sakes. But we go into Issei kind of, well, saying hell no. He says an affirmative hell no. He does not want to go to the ORC. Actually, he can't go to the old school building because it's in the premises of the academy. And since he doesn't go to the academy no more, thanks to the documents and the record history of he never even went to that school, he can't go. He doesn't even know Sona's existence. This is where, well, Sona says, bullcrap, Issei. Just go to that place. Please tell me you didn't actually use a freaking lawful or government team to actually make sure to erase any records of that. No. Issei said with such a quiet saying no. This is where Sona heard it and says, if not, this is where they say, oh, I meant to say yes. Now, if you don't mind me, get the hell out of my house. This is where Sona says, no, just go over there. Issei says, I don't wanna. This is where Sona sighs and says, that's it. I know you have a sacred gear, so this is where she decides to just use a magic circle appears underneath both what's it called, Sanji, Sabaki, and Issei. This is where Sona just didn't care at this point. Issei wanted his ice. He was about to use ice, mostly his ice devil and says, Ice Sage, but this is where it gets cut out because he gets teleported instantly. Now, we go into Issei kind of being in the ORC. Now, of course, the where Reyes is surprised to see Issei, and Issei is confused. He said, what the? Damn it, these damn devils are so annoying. This is where before Issei can even do anything, mostly an orange magic circle appears and Riser Phoenix appears. Now, of course, Issei sees the Kendall girls, mostly the 2 Kendall class girls and other people, and of course even Rainer and Junko. Now, of course, Issei is confused, but this is where, Riser Phoenix says, I'm here, my lovely fiance. Now, of course, Grace B is also there, and this is where, that whole situation of Riser and Marius is still happening the same. Of course, Riser noticed a bunch of females and says, that's a lot of females. Now, of course, he's going to stroke his ego most of the time, like the whole time, and like a drunk cannon. Of course, even seeing the girls making him go even worse down bad. This is where, he then sees Issei, who just doesn't seem to give 2 fucks. Actually, Issei seems to be ready to murder the fuck out of this guy because this guy's actually pissing him off. It's the one reason why he doesn't even want to be here. This is where Riser Phoenix says, who are you? This is where, Issei says, who am I? I'm just a human. This is where Riser says, you might be a below devil, blah, blah, blah. This is where, Issei says, this is where Rias cuts him off and says, yes, this is my pawn, Issei Hyodo. Issei says, pawn? Bitch! Hell no, I'm not your pawn. Issei is ready to just say, this motherfucker. This is where, Issei says, first of all, pawn? Hell no, I'm not your pawn. And second of all, the name isn't Issei Hyodo. It's Aokichi, Issei was about to just say, it's Aokichi Kazaru. Now, I am no pawn, I am not a devil, and I am just a human. This is where Rias tries to tell Issei to shut up. This is where, Riser says, okay. So lonely human named Aokichi Kazaru. So if you're not a pawn for Rios, why is a human doing here? What is a human doing here? Issei says, I have no clue. Ask your fiance. I have no clue why she's even here to steal me from my house. She just kidnapped me from my house. I don't know. This is where Graceby looks at both Rias and Sona because they are supposedly the high-ranking devils that are supposed to look over this town. And just kind of give them a weird look and saying, the fuck did you just say? The fuck did that human just say kidnap? This is where Sona and Rias just switch off. And Issei says, and still, I don't know why I'm here, but all I know is, dude, can you stop jacking yourself off and put the lotion back to where it's supposed to be at? This Riser takes a long pause second and says, what did you just say, human? This is where Issei says, can you shut the fuck up? Goddamn, I don't want you to ramble on like a fucking evil villain. Bah ha ha ha. Blah 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 blah. This just kind of goes on and on and on and on. This is where, Riser gets angry and says, you lonely human don't even know what is happening. This is where he makes fire appears in his hand. And this is where he was about to launch at Issei. Issei's hand right now covers in ice. And this is where Issei says, okay, I do not care about using my devil fruits at this point. This is where Issei puts his hand right in front of Riser. And Issei says, Ice Age. He freezes Riser in an instant. Right now, freezing the entire building in an instant. Everyone is going. This is where Graceby isn't really affected by the ice, but she's surprised to even see a person use ice without even using magic. There was no magic in that, power. And freezes Riser in an instant. Literally, the Riser cannot be unfrozen. He's trying to, but he's not strong enough to get out of the ice. Everyone else is kind of freezing. This is where, mostly Rainer is trying to use her wings, but it's not working. This is where, Sona is just terrified of the fact that Issei just froze Riser in an instant, and Riser can't even get out of the ice. Now, of course, Riser Paraja is just shocked to see Riser being frozen, while Issei is just there being, ice around him. Frostbite is around him, and of course, Issei isn't effective. Instead, he just breathes out, saying, he doesn't care. He kind of looks like this. This is where it kind of looks like it. He breathes out and says, hara hara, very coldly. This very one is kind of just got mostly a cold spike down their back. Even Akano, which she just kind of gets accidentally turned on by Issei's kind of saying hara hara. And this is where, Issei kind of just says, this guy is such a weakling. This is where, Graceby kind of asks Issei if he can actually look up the ice. Issei says, how the hell am I gonna do that? I don't have any fire. Actually, who had fire magic? Except for this guy. This is where, well, Grace says, you can't undo it, can you? You're not, it wasn't even made with magic. Issei says, correct. This is where Grace says, that was a devil fruit, wasn't it? Issei says, very correct. This is where, well, Issei says, actually, how does a devil like you even know about the fact of existence of devil fruits? Grace says, I already know about them because basically, those who eat devil fruits or those who haven't ate devil fruits, but ate devil fruits when there was supposedly a devil incarnation, would no longer be a devil incarnation and cannot be turned into a devil incarnation even if they ate a devil fruit. So now seeing you kind of use your devil fruit, your ice devil fruit, meaning yes, you're not really Rias' pawn. This is where Ria says, wait, what is happening? This is where she's trying to use her magic to try to heal herself up, but it's basically destruction, so of course it won't work. This is where, well, mostly Kiba is using his mostly Swordbringer to try to use a fire sword to heat up the place, but of course it's not really working. Gracie B right now just says, right, I don't have many fire magic spells, so hope this doesn't burn this place. This is where, well, she was about to kind of like help out mostly everyone to be warmed up. This is where Issei says, fuck it. Issei says, well, mostly his hands right now turns into bluish flames, which he launches at everyone. Except for Riser, he doesn't melt his ice because he's gonna keep his ass in permafrost for a while. This is where everyone kind of warms up and sees blue flames dissipating after a while. Issei kind of just looks at Gracie and Gracie says, I see. So you also have a flame devil fruit. She sighs, and of course, this is where she decides to explain about the devil fruit's existence and how the evil pieces and devil fruits do not work at all. Because mostly, if someone who has a devil fruit and evil pieces decide to try to put it into his body, those evil pieces will get mostly ejected from his body in an instant. Being mostly the evil pieces has mostly a refusion, or mostly the devil fruit itself refuses any evil pieces inside of anyone. Meaning that even if you try to transform a devil fruit user into a devil, it will never work. Never. Never, ever, ever. This is where, well, Rias is just paling at the fact that Issei has a devil fruit. And Issei is over here celebrating, saying, yes! Fuck you, devils! Yes! Fuck you! This is where Issei says, I am so happy to find this information. Now I can tell other devil fruit users to be safe from the evil clutches of some red-haired slut. This is where Issei said with an uncaring fucking tone. Yes, telling Rias that she's basically a slut. This is where, well, Rias glares at Issei. This is where, well, mostly, while everyone is kind of seeing this is where, well, Gracie also explains that those who were already a devil incarnation but decided to eat a devil fruit, the evil pieces that were inside the person would get injected and they would just transform into the devil fruit using element, making them one of, well, a new devil fruit user. This is where everyone kind of sweats up after hearing that. Issei said, so wait, if I get the useless devil fruit in the world existence and shove it down a devil, and of course making the evil pieces get injected, does that mean I'm no longer killing a devil? This is where, well, mostly Grace B switch up and says, I guess when you put it like that, yes. What happened if I decide to shove it down a devil, like a pure blood devil? I think that would just kill us. Issei says, okay, let me go get a bunch of devil fruits just to fight against you people. This is where Grace B switch up at that after hearing Issei really just about to try to kill everyone with just a bunch of useless devil fruits. This is where, well, Grace B says, okay, calm down there, human. Don't try to do that. This is where, well, Grace B kind of narrowed her eyes, sending some bloodlust at Issei. But when Issei felt this bloodlust, he then sent a powerful wave of Conqueror's Hawking, almost knocking out everyone here. This is where people who had weak wills, mostly the Kendo class and other people, just passes out. Grace B was shocked to believe Conqueror's Hawking Issei has, in a very rare type and powerful. Issei says, don't you dare send bloodlust at me, or... This is where, well, mostly after them kind of seeing this, they are mostly Grace B is shocked to believe Conqueror's Hawking this person has. He has 2 devil fruits and Conqueror's Hawking, making him maybe having also the other 3, mostly 2 types of Hawkings. This is where, well, she thinks this is bad. This is where, well, Issei said, other than that, you shouldn't be sending bloodlust at me because I can just use Hawking to block out any signature from you, bastard. This is where, well, Gracie kind of just shake their head and says, I see. So you're a much more powerful human than I expected. Fine. This is where, well, Gracie says, now if you don't mind me, I'm taking Riser back. I don't know how to unfreeze him without trying to break him. Issei says, don't worry, I know how to do it. Issei covers his hands into mostly armament hawking and being that of advance, and Issei said, I'll punch the shit of him. This is where Gracie says, if you do that, I will freeze you. Issei says, you can try and I won't care. Both of them are just glaring at each other. Issei has a maniacal grin, while Gracie is trying to calm down the situation because the devilfruit user is quite powerful. Even those, if not close to being high class demons, but yeah, or special classes. Mostly devilfruits who are newly born are still pretty powerful. They're close to that being a high class devil, but yeah. Mostly, Gracie is trying to calm down the situation, but of course, where Gracie shake their head and say, fine, how about this? You fight against Riser and his barrage, and you will get whatever kind of reward. Issei said, I want 5 rewards. This is where Gracie says, fine, I will ask mostly Sir Six about this. Well, Issei says, sweet. This is where Issei said it with such a very happy tone. A very happy gopher he is. But mostly both Sona and Arias are kind of sweat-shopping at mostly Issei's antics. Issei says, fine, you can have it. Yeah, this is where mostly Issei pushes what they call Riser towards, well, Gracie. Gracie kind of catches him and also tells the double barrage of mostly Riser to disappear. Which should disappear, and of course, this is where everyone who's there kind of waking up see Issei in a different light. He's much more powerful than anyone here. So, of course, well, mostly Maria says, so Issei, do you want to train with us? Because I heard you're going to go against Riser and his barrage. And this is where he says, hell the fuck no. Do you think I'm going to train with you? You're a damn devil, bitch. I ain't going with you. Now, if you don't mind me, I'm going to go monster hunting, devil hunting, and also be with friends. And better friends than that. I'm not talking about Matsu and Murahama. So yeah, get the fuck out of my face. Issei right now kind of uses his mostly ice devil fruit around his body to crystallize it, and this is where, or not uses ice devil fruit, mostly he just opens a window, right now transforms into a phoenix, or mostly having a hybrid phoenix, and kind of uses blue wings to fly away. Whee! But yeah, he just flies away. But other than that, I'm going to leave it off here for part kind of 4, and I will go on. But yeah, other than that, bye, see you, and bye.